A special good evening, everyone. All our specially invited guests, dignitaries who are here. I see members of NGOs. I see very close friends. All of you who have come to join in a very, very special evening of It's Time, the path to forgiveness and healing with Sister Shivani. My name is Anand Singh, and I will be your chairperson for today. So before we get going, there's a couple things we want to do. We've come here today for a very, very special occasion. We've come together, we're going to spend a few moments as one family, as friends, as together, to listen, to learn, to be touched, to be inspired, to enjoy these moments of wisdom. To make this event special, and as we contribute to that, we just want to ask you a couple of things. One, if you can put your phones on silent, please. So if you can take a moment now and take them, not even try to avoid putting it on vibrate, just put it on silent because you will be distracted by your phone. If you don't know how to put your phone on silent, it's a good chance to make a friend next to you. Second, keep your seat. I know we might be a little bit excited. We might want to stand up and take some photos or videos. Please be considerate and mindful that everyone is here to enjoy this evening. So sit tight, you will have opportunities. Just be in the present moment so that you can truly enjoy everything that is going to be done. And in the unlikely event, or should you feel anyway ill or you need any type of medical assistance, we do have emergency on site. So just raise your hand or raise your hand for the friend next to you, and we will help take care of you. So it is so wonderful. We have worked so hard with joy, with pleasure to bring Sister Shivani here. We have watched her on YouTube, ZTV, different TV, cable. We've listened to podcasts, and maybe we never would have thought that we would have an opportunity to have her in person. And so it's a great evening for us to be here and enjoy this. I think it's probably safe to say this is going to be once in a lifetime experience of having her in person in Trinidad. Before we start and bring Sister Shivani on, I'd like to allow Sister Mohini, who is our additional head of the Brahma Kumaris World Spiritual Organization. She's based in New York, and she has actually been instrumental in hosting Sister Shivani for the Americas, for Guyana, for Trinidad and Panama on this tour. And we have a special place in our heart for the role that she has played in the Americas. And so I would like to, she's not here in person with us, but she has sent a video message that acknowledging and welcoming all of us. Let me just give you a little background on Sister Mohini before we play her video. So Brahma Kumari Mohini is the additional head of the Brahma Kumaris. Her journey began in childhood when she was drawn to contemplation and silence. As a teenager, she felt called to spiritual service And by the time she finished her college degree in political science and journalism, she was speaking widely about spirituality to audiences throughout India. When she was still in her 30s, she began serving in Western countries where there was a keen interest in spirituality and meditation, especially as practiced in India. Eventually, she moved to New York, from where she served as regional coordinator for the Brahma Kumaris activities in North and South America and the Caribbean. Since being appointed as additional head in 2020, she has continued to speak widely online and in person about the role of awakened consciousness in a world in search of wisdom, reflection, and transformation. She moved between the Brahma Kumaris headquarters in Mount Abu, India, and their regional headquarters in New York. I think it's an opportune time as well to acknowledge the spiritual head for the Caribbean, Sister Dr. Hemlata, who's sitting in the front, as also being instrumental for us here locally and in the Caribbean. Thank you to both. So let's welcome Sister Mohini on video for her message.
So my mind, my intellect, instead of connecting with circumstances, people, situations, I connect them with the Supreme. And I start taking love, peace, happiness, joy, understanding, all the powers. And that is what is the need of time. And we are fortunate to have Sister Shivani with us. Definitely her words will enlighten all of us. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Sister Mohini, I'm sure she's here in her presence and her thoughts are with us while she is in New York. I just want to say a quick, acknowledgement to all our sponsors, volunteers, friends, background, everyone was made this possible. Just to acknowledge, there's a saying, so if you want someone to do something, you ask the busiest person. So, and that's what everyone was put together here. Very busy people who have come together and done something. So I would like to actually invite on stage our special guest, Sister Shivani. She will be escorted on stage by Sister Jasmine. Sister Jasmine is the president of the Brahma Kumaris, Trinidad and Tobago, and a retired educator. Thank you. And welcome again, Sister Shivani, and I hand over to Sister Jasmine.
Om Shanti. Oh, greetings of peace. It is indeed a very significant moment to see all of you in this beautiful gathering. You look like a bouquet of flowers. And one would ask, what brought you here? That's your thought for a bit of contemplation for a few moments. I'd now like to introduce our panelists for this evening with the national instrument, the pan, the steel pan. He is Legal Marshal, currently 24 years old, and reside in Belmont and hold a bachelor's degree in Information System Management from the University of the West Indies, Roytech, and work as an IT technician. He has completed grade A in music theory from the ABRSM and grade 8 practical in solar tenor steel pan from the University of the West Indies. I'd like to now welcome Nibal Marshall to do a very special item, deep from his heart to your heart. And this is a welcome to our dear sister, Shivani. If I may ask you a question, do you think you brought Sister Shivani here or Sister Shivani brought you here? Can anyone answer that? I'm sure you had been invoking her for years because of listening to her on YouTube and all the different platforms. But one thing I'd like to acknowledge is Sister Himlata did work on this in her thoughts. A very often word here, Sister Himlata is saying that she is serving the media, she is serving Sister Shivani, that she will come one day here. And it has become a reality. It seems as though it's the power of one thought, and that is Sister Shivani's book. You're here, and I'm sure your presence is a clear indication to your own self that something good is going to happen in your journey. A realization for some kind of transformation. We are not just sitting here because we have Sister Shivani with us, but we are sitting here that something will be able to touch us in our hearts and make our intellects a little more divine. And so the purpose of life will be much more meaningful. Sister Shivani has been one who has touched the lives of many, and tonight it is going to be very special. So I'll just let you know what most of you know already, that our dearest Sister Shivani is world-renowned spiritual teacher known for the Awakening with the Brahma Kumaris series, which aims at mindfulness and self-transformation. She has been honored with awards like the prestigious UNESCO Sustainable Goals Award. She's the author of the bestseller, The Power of One Thought, and her Think Right Me app has 3.25 million plus downloads, with over 4,500 talks in more than 35 countries and engagements with Google, Microsoft, Cisco, Amazon, and Intel. She inspires millions with over 928 million YouTube views. She was the recipient of the Happiness Ambassador Award at the British Parliament in London in the year 2019 in presence of the Queen's representatives. Since 2017, she has been appointed as the Goodwill Ambassador by the World Psychiatric Association. Sister Shivani is divine for us. She has what all of us would like to feel, hear, see, and experience. And tonight is the night for us, the time when we can feel something good is going to happen to our life as we continue our journey. I now take great pleasure and honor to welcome and introduce our dearest Sister Shivani to all of you with one wave, just a wave. Thank you very much. Let's enjoy.
Shanti. We will not allow anyone coming from this side now. You just close that door. Everyone will come from there, and all the sevadaris will sit down. No one will walk around. Is the audio clear there at the back? Everyone, is it clear at the back? No. Let's take a minute of silence. Sit straight, relax the body, and bring your attention to the center of the forehead. Here, this point. It's the energy center. The center where I, the being, create my every thought and feeling, every emotion, every memory. Visualize yourself a little star in the center of the forehead. This is a little exercise we can do for a minute, many times a day. And each time we exercise, soul power will increase. So gently see yourself, a little star in the center of the forehead, and repeat these thoughts to yourself. I, the being, am the master of this body. I, the being, am the creator of my life. I, the being, am the creator of my destiny. Keep seeing yourself, a little star in the center of the forehead, and remind yourself, I, the being, am a pure, divine being. Say this to yourself. I am a pure, divine being. Feel the energy of this word, purity. is my personality. Purity, flawless, perfect. I am a pure being. In every situation, with every person, my every thought is a pure thought. It's a clean, selfless thought. In every situation, in every relationship, my every thought is a pure thought, clean, selfless, giving to others. In every situation, I, the powerful being, I am calm and stable. Reaffirm this with yourself, because what you will say to yourself right now is getting recorded in the subconscious. In every situation, I, the powerful being, I am calm and stable. Situation may not be my way. I, the pure being, am calm and stable. In every relationship, people may not be my way. I am calm, I am stable. This is my power. This is my purity. This is my personality. People will be their way. I will be my way. Pure and powerful. Gently bring on the screen of your mind your closest relationships. Those 2, 3, 4 people who are daily interaction, whom I live with, I work with. And now just look at yourself with them. They're wonderful people, but sometimes they are not my way. And sometimes they're just not how I wanted them to be. But when they are not my way, I, the pure being, continue to create clean, powerful, respectful thoughts for them. It is my personality. I am a divine being. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. At the Brahma Kumaris, we greet each other saying Om Shanti. The word has a very powerful meaning. Om means I, the soul, Aham Atma, and Shanti means peace. So every time we are saying Om Shanti, we are saying I am a peaceful being. So should we say it together? Yes, but with feeling. First create the meaning, feel that energy for yourself, that who am I? I am a peaceful being. So Om Shanti. And any time that you're not feeling very fine, perfect, just say to yourself, Om Shanti. Reminding myself, I am a peaceful being. And if someone around you is not feeling perfect, gently tap on their shoulder and say Om Shanti. I am a peaceful being. Our greetings are also blessings. Yes, our greetings are also blessings. Because every time we exchange a greeting, we are creating a blessing which energizes us and energizes the other soul. Okay, how many of us want happiness? Raise your hands, how many want happiness? And how many want peace? But Om Shanti means? Om Shanti doesn't mean I want peace. Om Shanti means I am peace. And how many of us want love? So you see, if you're sitting with your family here and they're sitting on the chair next to you and both of you raise your hands saying, I want love. Just put your hand like this. Both are saying, what are both of us saying? We are saying, I want love. And the other person sitting on the chair says, I also want love. And if both want love, then who's going to give? So someone said it somewhere in some corner of the planet. Someone else picked it up. It's like a fashion it became. And very soon all of us will say, I want love, I want love, I want happiness. And then when we don't get that in a relationship, we say, why am I in this relationship? I'm not getting anything in this relationship. Do you feel sometimes I'm not getting anything in this relationship? Has anybody ever felt that? I'm not getting anything in this relationship? Raise your hand. The person next to you also could be raising their hand and saying, I have also not got anything in this relationship. So today, first thing we will change that line. It's all about what we are saying to ourselves every time. If I want to keep saying, I want, I want, I want, then this inner child here will say, yes, I want. And now if I start saying this inner child, I don't want, I give. Which one feels more comfortable? This way or this way? Do it and see. See which one feels nicer to you. You feel nicer standing like this? Or you feel better standing like this? Which one is better? Which one is powerful? This. Which one is comfortable? This. Which one is respectful? This. And most important, which one will create beautiful relationships? This. And what will this do to relationships? Imagine standing in front of someone, I want love. And they are also standing, I also want. So if both of them are standing, I want, who's going to put it there? So today, first line changed. How we will do it, we'll see later. First, we just have to change one thought. In Hindi, it is said, जैसा सोचेंगे वैसा बनेंगे means as you repeatedly think, you will start becoming like that. So we don't need to check how will I become. We only need to check what am I thinking. So first thought today that we are going to change. Let's all say it together. I don't want anything from anyone. And we're talking emotional. Physically we would need. Someone is going to cook a meal for me, someone is going to earn from me, someone is going to physically take care of me when I'm not well. When we're saying I don't want, it's only purely emotional. Let's say it together. Because when you say it together, we're changing our thinking. And if I change my thinking, I will change who I am. As I think, so I become. Don't create any thought which you don't want to become. And so if we keep saying, I want peace, I want happiness, I want love, we will keep wanting for the rest of our life. So instead of saying, I want, we are going to say, I am. So anyone wants happiness? I am a happy soul. I am a peaceful soul. I am a loveful soul, because that is the personality, the nature of every being. It's like this dress, white color. So every soul is pure, divine. It doesn't have a color because energy doesn't have a color, but let's call it a color. We'll say every soul is pure, clean. So suppose all of us wear a white dress tomorrow morning, and we work throughout the day, we work, travel, we cook, we garden, we do everything. Is it possible to come back home in the evening with the dress white? Leave the home early in the morning with clean white and return home in the evening with spotless, clean white dress. Is that possible? Yes or no? How many feel yes? How many feel no? Why is it so difficult to wear white and then just, what do you have to do only for that? Close your eyes, just wear white dress. Tomorrow morning, Friday morning, pull out a white dress from your cupboard, wear your white dress and begin the day. Go in the kitchen, cook the breakfast, get into the car, go to the petrol pump. Lots of things to do. Wear your white dress and navigate through everything that has to be done in the day, and then return home in the evening white. Possible? Possible? Possible or not possible? Easy or difficult, we'll see later. Possible or not possible? Possible. What do we have to do for that only? What do we have to do only for that? Take care. Take care. So now visualize wearing this white dress, walking through the day, taking care. And when I'm taking care, most of the time this will remain white. But in spite of taking care, if because of my fault or unintentionally the mistake of another person, if there is a stain on that white dress, what will we do immediately? What will we do immediately? If there is a stain on the white dress, what will we do immediately? Anybody? We will clean it. Will you clean it immediately? Will you clean it at the end of the day? Or will you clean it on Diwali? When will you clean that stain? When will we clean that stain? That moment. That is how we have to live life. And that is why take care in Hindi is called dhyan, and meditation is also called dhyan. So meditation only means take care. Now visualize a clean mind. Clean, pure, divine mind. I don't have to create a clean mind, pure mind. It's already clean. Now visualize tomorrow morning, Friday morning, I wake up and I have a clean, pure, divine mind. And now start the day. Look at everyone you have to meet tomorrow. Look at everything that you have to do tomorrow. And now you have to return in the evening with a clean, pure, divine mind. Possible? Is it possible? How many feel possible? And what do we have to do for that throughout the day?
Take care.
Take care. Now, you decided to keep it a clean, pure, divine mind, and you are taking care, but other people around you have not decided to keep their mind clean tomorrow. So they will behave their way. And sometimes their behavior will not be your way. Their behavior will be their way. And when they behave their way, and they behave in a manner which is absolutely not my way, and when they behave in a manner which I believe is the wrong way, when they behave in a manner which is I believe is not acceptable at all, is it possible to keep my mind clean when someone else is staining their mind? Yes? Yes? Which means when someone is not behaving right, someone is shouting, someone is screaming, someone is criticizing, someone is harsh, someone is abusing language, someone is cheating, someone is betraying, and that someone is around me. That someone is my close family energy circle. Is it possible to keep my mind clean? Yes? Yes? No thoughts at all? No hurt at all? No upset at all? No anger at all? Is that possible? Yes? Is that possible? Yes? Yes. And what do we have to do for that? We only have to take personal responsibility of what we are creating on this mind. We have lived our life saying, I'm feeling like this because of them. How many of us create anger once in a while? Okay, so we create anger, we create irritation, we create pain, we create hurt, we create sorrow, we create fear, we create stress, we create aggression, we create all of this. We create happiness, we create love. But every time we are creating these emotions, we have someone and something on which we put the finger. And we say, I'm feeling like this because of them. Anyone created anger in the last 4 days? Anyone created anger in the last 4 days? Just close your eyes right now. Just close your eyes and bring on the screen of your mind the situation. What had happened? What did they do? What was the situation? And when they were not my way, what was my thinking? What was my vocabulary? What did I say? What was the tone of my voice? What was my body language? Rewind the entire scene there because it's already recorded here, so it's easy to rewind and play it again. And now when I can see that scene very clearly, let me see that when I reacted in that scene to their behavior stained their mind. My reaction stained my mind. And now, just rewind and see everything remains the same. What they did remains the same. Just focus on yourself and see, tomorrow can I play that scene in a different way? They will not change. They will make exactly the same mistake. Can I respond to them another way keeping my mind clean, keeping my words clean. Situation will not change. Can I change even if the situation remains the same? And see yourself doing it. Nothing will change, not their mistake, not their behavior, nothing will change. Can I change even if they don't change? And now raise your hands who can see yourself responding another way, keeping your mind clean. And which means, who is the creator of our thoughts and feelings? Who is the creator of our thoughts and feelings? I, always, with everyone. It doesn't matter who that other person is. It doesn't matter who they are, what they did, when they did, and every time they do. What they are doing, put both your hands out like this. Put them on the left hand, put yourself on the right hand. And now, what they are doing is getting recorded on whose mind? What they are doing is getting recorded on whose mind? It's getting recorded on their mind. How I respond, how I think, how I speak, how I behave is getting recorded on my mind. Okay, let's say this again. What they are doing, we'll say it together because then it will get recorded here. What they are doing, we are so many of us here. We are not saying this for each other. We are saying it because when we say it, we will learn it. And when we say they, think of that one day in your life. What they are doing is getting recorded on their mind. How I am responding is getting recorded on my mind. And my response is my choice. Always. Let's say the last line again. My response is my choice. Always. So now, when we do this, we have changed our vocabulary from they did this, so obviously I'm hurt. They did this, so obviously I'm angry. They did this, so obviously I'm in pain. No, the obvious part is over. They did this, but who created the anger? Who created the anger? So tomorrow if I ask you, why are you so angry? Where's the finger going to go? Now the finger will move from here, here, here and go to here. What they did was not right. So they did the wrong, I created the anger. They did the wrong, I created the hurt. Do I create the hurt or do people hurt me? What was our vocabulary? They hurt me. They humiliated me. They insulted me. And what was this vocabulary saying? That all the wounds that are created here, all the pain that is created here is caused by they. And if they have created the wound, who will heal me? If they have created the wound, then who will heal me? So we said they created the pain, now they will heal me. Either they heal me or time will heal me. And we left the wound as it is. Check today. Is there any past wound? Is there any past holding on to things? Is there any hurt I am still holding on to? It may be old. It could be in childhood. It could be that old. And it's there in my subconscious. I'm holding on to that pain. Because I thought this was normal. I created the hurt, it's still there. Even today, if I have to rewind and think of the scene, I can bring a tear in my eye. It's so clear what they did. Now ask yourself, what they did was not right. What they did was extremely wrong. But what they did was outside. Visualize them standing here. Bring that person standing here, right next to you where you're sitting right now. Shouting, screaming, saying things which are not true, and saying it in the most disrespectful manner. This is their power. This is their power. But do they have the power to enter into my mind and disturb me? Can anyone enter into your mind and disturb you? Yes? Can anyone enter into your mind and disturb you? Yes or no? Sure? We are not saying this only here. We are changing how we are going to live. We are going to change our vocabulary from tomorrow. They can cheat me, they can exploit me, they can betray me, they can lie to me, they can even hit me. But can they enter? Put your finger here. Can they enter here? Can they enter into my mind? Can anyone enter into your mind? Think. Can anyone enter into your mind and disturb you? If you feel yes, it's perfectly fine. Every answer is correct. The rule of the game for next 1 hour, don't look at other people's answer. Many of us have not been living with the right answer, so don't check what are other people answering. My answer will always be right because my answer will be my experience. So even if I'm the only one with that answer, my answer is correct. Because my answer is my experience. Can anyone enter into my mind and disturb me? Sister? Here. Stand. Please stand for 2 minutes. Here, right in the front, next to the brother wearing the blue shirt. Stand. Yes, you. Stand. She's forgotten what her partner is wearing, what I'm saying next to the person stand. Okay. Here, in front of 3,000 people, I can say something very, 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 very mean to you. In front of people, not even alone. It's true, not true, irrespective. It's going to be very, very mean. Very, very rude. Everyone visualize this. In front of people, being recorded on camera, extremely rude, and spoken in the most harsh manner. This is my power. I can do this and nobody can stop me from doing that, right? I can even do this on a daily basis. This is my power. I can go to the world and speak against her. This is my power. I can go on social media and write about her. This is my power. But do I have the power to enter into her mind and disturb her? Can I enter into your mind and hurt you? Think. Every answer is correct. But your answer should be that what you're going to start living from tomorrow. So it doesn't matter what the answer is right now. We are not going to go back the same way we came. Otherwise, we are wasting 2 hours. I can be rude. I can scream in front of public. I can do it daily. This is my power. Can I enter into her mind and hurt her? How many feel yes, I can hurt her? How many feel no, I can't hurt her? How many feel don't know whether we can or cannot? Can I enter into your mind and hurt you? No? Then who hurts you? Then who hurts you? Then who hurts us? Put the finger. If I can behave in this manner, this is my power, and I do not hurt her, she creates the hurt, then does she have the options of creating some other response also? Since now the power is hers. The power is not mine. The power is hers. So does she have the power to create any other response? I am screaming from here at her. What possible responses can she create from there? Yeah, very good. I shout at you, you shout at me. Instead of me, we can ask him to sit here and then try which are the other responses that are possible. I shout at you, you shout at me. One option. Is that an option? Yes. Second option. I shout at you, you shout louder at me. That's also an option? Yes or no? That's also an option. Any other option? Look at all the options we have in life. Because we're living our life without exercising our options, we're just living our life like a machine saying, they did this, so I got hurt. I had no other choice. Our life is all about choices. So I shout at you, you shout back at me, one option. I shout at you, you shout louder at me, two option. Any other option? Please help her. Any other option? Any other option? Keep quiet. Very good. How many agree this is an option? Keep quiet. Keep quiet where? Keep quiet here and noise here. Move away, go to another room. How many exercise that option? Get up, move away, go to another room. Go to another room is fine, but what's going to happen in this room inside? So if we want to use the option of keeping quiet, then that keeping quiet will have to be a quiet mind, not just quiet here. Because when we become quiet here, the noise here increases. And then the noise inside is not just of what happened today. The mind will rewind and open all the files of many, many years. And the mind will say, that day they did this, that day they did this, that day they did this, on the day of the marriage they did this. And before marriage they did this, that rewind will be there. Because we kept quiet here, this will create more noise. So if we are going to exercise the option of keeping quiet, then that quiet will have to be here. And which means not creating any thought, thoughtless. This is an option which is not possible. This is an option which is not possible. Because the stimulus is right there in front of you. To become thoughtless is not possible. You will tell your mind, oh, okay, fine, I don't care, and walk away. And your mind will again start creating a thought. You cannot stop the mind from thinking. But you can create the thought of your choice. Any other option? Any other option? We only have 3 options till now. Shout, shout louder, quiet. Any other option? Let's take our options higher. If I shout at her and she shouts at me, she's at the same energy as me. If I shout at her and she shouts louder at me, she's gone lower than me. Now let's do something so that you go higher than me. What is the other option? What's the other option we have? I shout at you. What is the other option? Shout means something wrong behavior. Other option? Let's go higher. Put your hand there. Let's go higher, higher in our life. Let's go higher in our vibrations. Because we are not taking care, we're just getting pulled down like that. And that's why we are saying, I want love and happiness. When we go to a lower energy, we say, I want. But when we go to a higher energy, we say, I give. So someone is not your way. What option can we create so that we go higher? Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me? Can you forgive me? No? No? Why no? Huh? I shouted at you so? You want to find out why? With that we'll talk about tomorrow when I am in the right frame of mind. Just now if you lie and find out, you will get something louder than what you got right now. There is a time to talk about the solution. And for us to be able to talk about the solution, the two minds which are going to be talking is going to be in a more comfortable space. You cannot find out the reason when the other mind is not in the right frame of mind. And right frame of mind means at the right vibration. Now if you ask me why, I will tell you more than what I was even saying right now. And the more you will defend what I'm saying, I will open more files. When one person is reacting, try and create the magic inside to influence their vibrations and to heal them. Don't try and resolve the issue outside. The issue cannot be resolved outside because the other mind is disturbed. What can we do inside and send that vibration which can start healing them? Do you want to heal the other person? Do you want to heal the other person? How many of you are ready to heal the other person? First and foremost, put both your hands like this. For your case, I am on your left hand, okay? And you are on the right hand. I am shouting, I am screaming, I am saying wrong words. She was fine. And I've been doing this often. Between her and me, who is the one who is actually in pain right now? I or she? Who is in pain? I am screaming. She is crying. Who is in pain? I am screaming. She is crying. Who is in pain? I am screaming. She is crying. Who is in pain? Both are in pain. I am screaming. She is quiet. Who is in pain? First step to healing. Don't blame the other person for your pain. Understand that they themselves are in pain. We are not the victim. Who is the victim? You are not the victim. But if you do this, which means you take my negative energy and you create it there and you say, now I am hurt, then you are the victim. You have a choice whether you want to be the victim or you don't want to be the victim. But I, who is doing that wrong, I don't have a choice. So between you and me, who's the victim? Who is the victim? You or me? Who is the victim of negative energy? Place the person on the left hand side. Place yourself on the right hand side. Who is the victim of that negative energy? Negative energy means some negative behavior, sanskar. Who is the victim? This person who is dominating. This person who is controlling. This person who is aggressive. This person who is egoistic. This person who is insecure. This person who is jealous, and I am just receiving that energy. Who is the victim? Who is the victim? They or I? They or I? How many agree they are a victim? And how many feel I am the victim? Would you raise your hand, they are the victim? Raise your hand, I am the victim. Raise your hand, both are victims. Raise your hand, nobody is a victim. Only 4 options possible. Victim means who is not being able to take charge. Opposite of victim is master, Malik. When I was behaving that way to her, I was not taking charge of my mind. But when she is choosing not to create the hurt, she is being able to take charge of her mind. So between the two of us, who's the master? She. And who's the victim? Again, to remember, the one who is doing wrong to you has no choice. By doing wrong, they are already the victim. But you who is going to respond, you have a choice. The word itself has give. The word forgive itself has the word give. But if I say, I am hurt, in which direction is the energy gone? Here. So, I, the one who is doing the wrong, has no choices right now. I am emotionally disturbed. You are the receiver of my energy. But you, the receiver of my energy, has a choice. Now look at your 3 choices that you have. Everybody look at this. I am throwing negative energy at you. I don't have a choice. I am throwing only negative energy. You have 3 choices. First choice, I throw negative at you. You reflect the same negative back to me. Do this. I throw the ball to you. Take the ball and throw it back to me. Now throwing that ball back to me can be shouting at me. Throwing the ball back to me can be creating hurt, because even if you create hurt but you're quiet, you're still throwing back negative energy. Keeping quiet but sulking, crying, is still throwing back negative energy. So when you throw back the same energy, you have become a reflector. I throw the energy, you reflect the energy back to me. Second option, I throw this energy to you, you don't reflect it back to me, but you absorb my negative energy. Which means you're quiet, you don't say anything, you even say it's okay, let it go. Outwardly, you're not throwing anything back at me, but internally you are consuming pain. But you will say, I was fine, I kept quiet, I let go, I finished it. But internally you are consuming pain. So you are absorbing my energy. So first option, what were we becoming? Reflecting. Second option, absorbing. Third option, I throw negative at you. Third option, I throw negative at you. What can you throw back to? You had 3 options. I throw negative at you, you throw negative at me. I throw negative at you, you don't throw it at me, but you consume it in your system. Third option, I throw negative at you. Hanji, everybody can say that. The third option is better. So let's all say it together. I throw negative at you. Let's say it, then we'll be able to do it tomorrow morning. Chalo. I throw negative at you, you throw. How many want to do that? This is called becoming a transformer. This was a reflector, the other was absorber, and the third is a transformer. How many ready to become a transformer? Then we'll see how to do it. Ready to become a transformer? So you'll have to forgive now. Forgive, you know why? Forgive because you can see that I am the one who is in pain. We never thought that the other person was in pain. We always thought the other person is the cause of our pain. Didn't we always blame the other person as the cause of our pain? That I am in pain because of you. Change the line. I am not in pain because of you. You are the one who is in pain. Third option was forgive. What is the meaning of forgive? I have created a karma. If all of you together also forgive me, my karma consequence is still going to come to me. My karma consequence, which means the energy that I have created, the consequence of that is going to come to me. But when you say, I forgive, who are you actually forgiving? Who are you actually forgiving? When I created all this energy, I'm unhappy here, the unhappy vibration radiated to my body, it will create disease in my body, I will be unhappy in my life. Even if all of you say I forgive, I'll still be unhappy. That is a consequence of the energy I have created. But when you say I forgive, who have you actually benefited? Who have we actually benefited? Put the finger there. So there is no such concept of forgiving other people. We cannot forgive other people because the other person's karma consequence is going to come. But when you say, I forgive, you are saying, I'm not throwing negative, I'm not absorbing negative, I'm just releasing that energy and I'm sending good energy to you. And when I send good energy to the other person, who's the one who's going to benefit? So let's remove this line which says, it's so difficult to forgive. I cannot forgive people. I cannot forget what they did. But we are not forgiving people. We are not forgiving them. Who are we forgiving? Who are we forgiving? We are forgiving ourselves. There's a sister who came to the meditation center a couple of months, years back. She's about 35, 40 right now. Some of us, early in childhood also, go through traumatic experiences. And when she was a 5-year-old child, her parents had to go out somewhere and they left her with a friend. And there that child was abused. A 5-year-old child held on to that trauma, and all of us will say, yes, of course, it's traumatic. She blamed her parents for it for the rest of her life. As a 5-year-old child, you don't understand that the parents did not intentionally do anything wrong. But as a 5-year-old child, she recorded it here, my parents didn't take care of me. She created so much pain that she stopped trusting people. She lived alone for the next 35 years of her life. She didn't trust people. She didn't feel anything for people. She didn't like people basically. Because she believed that the world had been unfair to her. And she never forgave her parents. And she was living all alone. And then she started coming to the meditation center. She understood energy. She understood vibration. She understood karma. And she was sitting in the meditation room one day and she just came out of the room and she said, you know what? What have I done for so many years? I said, what happened to you? She said, that person did wrong. But that person did wrong to my body 35 years back. That person did wrong to my body 35 years back. I did wrong to myself for 35 years. How do we do wrong to ourselves? By holding on to that pain. By holding on to that bitterness. And that day she said, today I release that person from my mind. We can hold on to someone for 35, 40, 50 years, but to release is only one thought. And that does not mean that the person who has done the wrong, that person will still get the consequence of their karma. But by releasing that from here, whose karma is changing? My karma is changing. So never say, I cannot forgive them. Always remember, I'm doing that for myself. And when I do that, who is going to get healed? Who is going to get healed? I. Always to remember, when I hold wounds here, it may be in the subconscious mind. It's not on my conscious layer of mind every day. I'm working, I'm busy doing so many things. That wound is somewhere in the subconscious. But that wound is pain. And if there is any pain here, the vibration of that pain radiates to our body. Every thought, every intention from here radiates to our body. So if I'm holding pain here, what will radiate to my body? Put your hand here. If I'm holding pain here, they hurt me, they cheated me, they cheated their karma. But if I hold that here, where is that vibration going to radiate? That vibration is going to radiate to my body. Many senior doctors today, when anyone comes to them with a chronic ailment, cancer and many other ailments today which are there, they ask them, had anything happened in your life in the last 2 to 3 years? Problems come from there. Emotions get created here. And as is my emotion, so is the energy that creates into my body. And then my body manifests the disease. The problem did not create the disease. Let's get the equation right. The problem did not create the disease. Who created the disease? The problem is here. Let's put the problem on the left hand, I on the right hand, and the body here. The problem came into my life. I created the pain. I did not heal the pain. Pain continued radiating into my body. And that pain then created pain in the body. Did the problem create the pain in the body? Did the problem create the pain in the body? No. Who created the pain in the body? So now on your left hand, it can be a relationship, it can be a professional issue, it could be a failure, it could be anything in life. It could also mean losing a family member. But it's a situation. The situation does not create pain in my life. The situation does not create disease in my body. The way I respond to that situation creates it. So who's the master of our life then? We are not victims of what is happening to us in life. What is happening to us in life may be right, sometimes may not be right. But what I create here can always be right. So why should I forgive the other person? Now start giving yourself the answer. Why should I forgive the other person? Why should I forgive the other person? For my healing. And not just healing here, healing here. The vibration is created here, and we all have an energy body, which means the vibration that's getting created here is flowing here, and it creates an energy body of the same shape. And then the third stage, that blockage gets created in the body. First the clot is here, first the blockage is here, first the tumor is here, then it goes into the energy body, and then it goes into the physical body. Now once it comes into the physical body, we go to the doctor, we get it treated. It can be clearing the blockage, it could be clearing the clot, removing the tumor. We are disease free. And yet the doctor says to us, change your lifestyle. If you don't change your lifestyle, we might have to meet again. Does it happen that way or does it happen that way? Why should we meet again? Why should the disease recur? They have removed it. They have treated us. Why should the disease recur? Because the disease does not start in the body. The doctor can remove it only from the body. And then they say to us, change your lifestyle. And we do change our lifestyle. We come back, we change what we eat, we change how we exercise, we change our sleep cycle, we change everything. But we don't change anything here. We're still holding on to that pain. We're still holding on to that childhood issue. It's here. And so what they removed from the physical body, if I don't remove it from here, after a few years, it can again create pain in the body. Is it worth it to create disease in your body because of someone else's mistake? Is that worth it? So I forgive means who am I taking care of? Who am I taking care of? First here and then here. First line that we have to remove is, they spoiled my life. They hurt me. They don't hurt me. They only hurt themselves by doing what they are doing. Let's say it together. People can be wrong to me. Say it. Let's say it. Don't listen. Say it. People can be wrong to me. People can cheat me. They can betray me. But they cannot touch my mind. And now feel this line and record it here. No one can touch my mind. They can only do here. And I, that powerful, pure, divine being, have the power to remain strong even if they are doing something which is at its lowest energy. The power is mine. But because throughout the day we keep saying, they did this, they did this, they did this, and then comes a bigger situation and I don't have the power to take charge of my mind. So it's not only in the big situations of life, the smallest scenes of life, I am the creator of my thoughts and response. So who creates my stress? Chalo, put the finger down. Who creates my stress? I. Who creates my hurt? I. It's not here, it doesn't get created here, it gets created here. Here. Who creates my hurt? I. Who creates my fear? I. Who creates my happiness? Liberation. Happy Independence Day. This is independence. This is independence. We've been leading an emotionally dependent life, where for all our emotions we're dependent on somebody outside. You do something for me to be happy. And if you don't do that, how can I be happy? And if you do opposite of that, obviously I will be hurt. So what was I doing? Where was my power? I was only behaving as if other people hold the remote control to my mind. From today, take the remote control back and press the button which you like. They will play their songs, we will play our songs. I am the master. If you've come with a family member, please look at them and say to them, from today, remote control is in my hand. You take care of your remote control. Mine is now in my hand. You cannot press any button on my remote control anymore now. You shout, scream, I am not going to cry. I am a powerful being. I am a powerful being. And the third thing which happens, when we actually take care of ourselves, we don't create pain, don't create hurt, but we forgive, we release, then we are not just taking care of ourselves, we are also healing the victim there. Who's the victim? Who's the victim? The other person. But when there you are there, but you're not consuming my pain, you're fine. Just by being fine, my healing will start. I was in a program where there were all nurses. And so they had the topic as stress management. I said, what's the cause of your stress? They said, when the doctors get angry. I said, but patients are more erratic, sometimes, screaming, throwing their plate. And they're sisters, no? Nurses have that innate sanskar of compassion. They said, no, we don't feel bad about that because they are not well. I said, they are also not well. They say, who is not well? I said, anybody who shouts is not well because they're not happy that day. Happiness is health. They are emotionally diseased that day. So next day, one sister called me up and she said, this was very easy. She said, today again he came into the operation theatre. He's a wonderful doctor. But when he doesn't get things his way, he shouted at me. I said, Acha then. She said, today I did not feel bad. I said, why? She said, because I created a thought, he's not well. So she said, I did not feel bad then. I said, simple, right? But what was very important was her next line. She said, after that, I thought, what can I do for him? When we don't consume other people's pain, we actually shift to being compassionate towards them. That is this energy. Because we understand, they are not creating my pain, they are in pain. Till today we were saying they are creating my pain. They are not creating my pain. They are in pain. And if someone is in pain, what do they have to give to other people? What can you give to other people? You can only give to other people the vibration at which you are. But when we understand that they are in pain, we not only don't create pain, we not only forgive them, we actually remain so powerful that our vibration can start healing them. This is called compassion. And what is the direction of compassion energy? Like this. Do you know anyone you would like to heal? Do you know anyone you would like to heal? Raise your hand, anyone knows that they want to heal someone. Almost everyone around us needs healing. Everyone around us needs healing. So when we start healing ourselves, our vibrations will start healing other people. Let's put both the hands again and say out a few emotions. Just put them on the correct hand. The left hand will be an emotional discomfort and the right hand will be emotional health. Rule of the game, don't look at other people. We make a mistake otherwise. Left hand, emotional discomfort. Right hand, emotional health, emotional power. And when you put it, just say it. Left, right, just say it. Without looking at other people. Stress. Left or right? 3,000 people in the hall. Stress. Left or right? Anybody right? No problem. Check. When I'm creating stress, does it make me feel comfortable? No. So then it's left. That's the condition how to check. Okay? Stress. Left. Anger. Loudly, so that if anybody says right, we should be able to hear their voice. Stress. Left. Anger. Happiness. Okay? Peace. Criticism. Keep noting it inside here also, okay? Criticism. Left. Opposite of criticism. Not opposite of left, opposite of criticism. What is opposite of criticism? Appreciation. Comparison. Check. Comparison, left or right? So from today, no going on social media saying, oh, they are so happy. They have such a wonderful partner, look at me. Boring partner, boring spouse. Easiest way to deplete your energy by doing that. Everyone is happy and look at my life, so boring. Look at them, they are on a holiday. Look at me, what am I doing sitting like this at home? Never compare your life to anybody. It's very depleting energy. Opposite of comparison. Self-respect. Self-respect. Ego. Opposite of ego? Opposite of ego? Humility. Fear. Opposite of fear? Confidence. Worry. Careful. Worry. I love you so much, so I worry for you. Just check the energy that gets created. I worry for someone. What's the energy that gets created? Comfortable? The only way to check is the energy here or is the energy here? If it's here, it's left. It's here, it's right. So when I create worry, is it a comfortable energy? No. Opposite of worry, I love you so much, so I worry for you. Change. I love you so much, so I... Opposite of worry is care. Worry is what will happen next. Attachment. Attachment. I'm so attached to you. And opposite? What will be opposite of attachment? Attachment is like this. We are reaffirming attachment nowadays. Repeatedly saying, I'm so attached to you, I'm so attached to you, I'm so attached to you. And remember, whatever I say, I will become. So let's start using a vocabulary only high energy words. Opposite of attachment is love. Let's see how it works. Attachment means when my mind is dependent on your mind, attached. You know, sometimes two children born joined. Put your hands like this, see how life becomes. Two children born joined. They have to sit together, stand together, go to school together. Everything they have to do together. So what does the doctor do? Now hold it like this. One will sit, the other can stand. One will go to school, the other can holiday. Right? So which one is better? This or this? This. Now again put it like this. Not physically attached, emotionally attached. Emotionally attached. Which means if one is feeling low, the other one is also feeling. If one is upset, the other one is also feeling upset. Now check it at home. If one family member is going through a low phase, if one family member is going through a failure, if one family member is going through a depressed symptom, if one family member is going through an addiction, obviously the other family members will also feel low. Can other people be fine, powerful and happy if one person is going through a low phase? Yes or no? Check. Think. Can other people at home be powerful and happy when one is going through a low phase? Put both your hands again like this. Let's see what is needed. On the left hand is one family member going through a low phase. So where has their energy gone? Slightly dipped. Keep your hand there. They have slightly dipped. Now we are saying when they go low, so naturally we will also go looking at them. How can we be fine if they've gone low? And now if we go low, what energy will they receive from us? Pain. They are already in, say this to yourself, they are already in pain. And me going low, low means worrying, low means fear, low means insecurity. If I create that, then I also go in pain. And when I go in pain, I add to their pain. If there are 3 people at home and all the 3 people go in pain, the energy of that house goes in pain. And when that energy of that house goes in pain, that first person who was in pain, what happens to them? Again, put it, you'll have to fix this in your mind. They are here, we were here. But when they go in pain, we said we are family, so we go in pain. And when we go in pain, our pain radiates to them. They will receive our pain, and where will they go then? They will go there. And which means, what did we do? We added pain to their pain. Say that. What did I do? I added pain to their pain. How did I add pain to their pain? Worry, fear, insecurity, low phase. I add pain to their pain. Why did I add pain to their pain? Because my mind is attached to them. What did they need right now? Pain. And that is why you see, when someone is in pain, they want to be alone. They don't want to sit around us. We want to sit around them, but they don't want to sit around us. They say, leave me alone. Why do people want to be left alone when they are in pain? Because they don't want to sit next to anybody who's in pain. Because if they sit next to us, we are in pain, we will keep talking about it. They don't want to listen about it. Even if we promise them, we won't talk about it. Come and sit. But our vibrations are in pain. So they cannot handle more pain. What do they need right now? What do they need right now? When we are not able to give this, then they go outside and talk to someone else. Then they will find the need to talk to a friend, to a counselor, to a friend's parent, to anybody who is here. Don't you think we should be here for them? Don't you think we should be here for them? Should we or should not be? How we will do it, we will see. But should we be here for them or not be there for them? And this means detachment. What is the meaning of detachment? My mind is not dependent on your mind. My mind is my mind. It is detached. And understanding that when one person at home is going through a low phase, it is moral responsibility of the other people to create a high energy home. It's like when one person is going through a physical disease, what's the responsibility of the rest of the family? Take care. That is take care physical. This is take care emotional. So if they are here, where will I need to be? This is what we have to practice every single day in every relationship. My mind not dependent on their mind. My mind not dependent on their mind. And so I will have to go here. And when I go here, my vibrations will give them strength. They will want to come and sit next to you. Your child will come and say to you, can I sit with you for 5 minutes? You will say, do you want to talk about something? We can talk about it. Your child will say, I don't want to talk about anything. I just want to sit next to you and go. And when they sit next to us, it's like the battery charging another battery. But if we are in pain, then the battery discharges that other battery. The time has come for all of us to be that powerhouse of the family. We are going through times of uncertainty. Suddenly anything can happen in life. Any situation can come to any family member. We need one person at every home who is like this. Powerful. And powerful is detached. And detachment is love, because you are radiating power and love to that soul, not worry and fear. But how will I get detached? How to create this detachment? by daily strengthening yourself, by daily raising your vibration. Now here, if I have held on to some past wound, I won't have the strength to move like this. And that's why we have to keep our mind healthy always. No wounds possible. Let's forgive them right now first. Close your eyes, bring them on the screen of your mind. Anyone whom we believed had wronged us, just bring them on the screen of your mind. First, to remember that they did what they did. It was not correct. So we are not going into the detail of that. They did what they did. I created the wound. And how did I create the wound? I said they hurt me was my first wound. Second thought which created the wound, I can never forgive them. Third thought that created the wound, I can never forget what they did. Fourth thought that they created the wound, they are the cause of the pain in my life. This was our wound. Now we are going to start healing that wound. They did what they did. I created the pain with my way of thinking. And today, I begin to heal myself. Look at them and say, past is past, it's over. Past is past, it's over. Past is past, it's over. I release, I let go, I release, I let go, I forgive, I forget. I forgive, I forget. Past is past. It's over. I release, I let go. I forgive, I forget. And most important, I radiate blessings to them. Blessing them will become my healing. I radiate blessings to them. I radiate blessings to them. And what blessing are we going to give them? Whatever you feel is the vacuum in their life. Whichever quality and power you feel they are lacking, you create a blessing for them. You are a powerful soul. Say it to them. You are a powerful soul. You are a loveful soul. You are a perfect soul. You are a happy soul. Creating high vibration thoughts for them. And as I create this thought for them, it is I who start healing. Select that blessing for them. They were the victim that day. What was it that they were going through? And create that blessing for them. You are a Past is past, it's over. I release, I let go, I forgive, I forget, and I bless them. You are a perfect soul. Now, just in case I have not been able to forgive myself for something, a past mistake, a failure, a decision which I believe was wrong, any guilt, any regret that I am holding on to. It's a wound. It needs to be healed right now. Say to yourself, past is past, it's over. I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I love myself. Please say to yourself, I love you. I love myself. I accept myself. And most important, I bless myself. And now say to yourself, I am a beautiful divine soul. I'm a beautiful, divine, powerful, perfect soul. Okay, come back here. For the next few days, we will need to say this every night before going to sleep. And we will say this every morning. And whenever we think of them, we will say it again. When we said, I cannot forgive you, you hurt me, you caused, we've created a groove in the mind. So let's visualize it's a blue color circle I've drawn again and again and again and again. Now I can't delete that blue color circle, but I can overwrite it with another color. So that day I said, I cannot forgive them. Today I'm saying, I forgive you. That day I said, I cannot forget what they did. Today I say, I release, I forgive, I forget. It's going to overwrite the pattern. But it will not happen by doing it just once. It will not happen by doing it just once. And most important is to create that blessing. That blessing is very important. One thing which is very, very important and which without understanding the spiritual principle behind it, we will never get the right answer. And that one thing is to remember that I am a soul on a journey. Put your finger here. This is a body. This body is today 30 years old, 40 years old, 50 years old, 10 years old, 5 years old. I am not this body. I am this soul, the energy in this body. Am I going to die one day? How many sure we are going to die? Yes. And what does death mean? The death means this body is no more functional. Then this body is burnt, buried, body. So the body dies. The body was made of matter, body goes back into matter. What happens to I, the soul? What happens to I, the soul? That energy doesn't get destroyed. Again, put your finger here. I, the soul, leave this costume. Costume is buried, burnt. I, the soul, enter the womb of a mother. Few months later, baby born. And before I, the soul, came into this body, I was in another costume. And in every costume, I meet people, I create relationships, there are situations in my life. And when I, the soul, leave the costume, let's say this together. When I, the soul, leave the costume, people don't go with me. Right? Say it. People don't go with me. And that people could be your child. Even your child is not going to go with you. They don't go with me. What they did doesn't go with me. What I created in response to what they did goes with me. So even though we are with everybody, our life is about taking care of people, being with people. But remember, the journey is of I, the soul, alone. The journey is of I, the soul, alone. And when I, the soul, leave from here, do I want to take my wounds with me? Do I want to take the wounds with me? You know, most of the pain that we're experiencing now is actually past wounds we carried without healing them. Do I know when I'm going to leave? No. So when should I heal it? When should I heal it? Now. So two things we need to remember. That most of my emotional patterns that I'm carrying were created earlier. And second thing I need to remember is, every time I enter into a costume, I meet people, I create karma, I create energy, I create interaction, I create relationships. And there is a karmic connection that gets created between two souls. And then, I the soul leave the costume, they the soul leave the costume. But that karmic connection continues. And we will meet again. And we will meet again. All those who we are with today, none of them we are meeting for the first time. None of them we are meeting for the first time. We have met them, we created karma energy, we created a karmic account, we left. We next time meet them, the karma energy that we created last time, carry forward into the next time. So now when I was wrong to her, now you will have to give me this answer. When I was throwing this wrong energy ball to her, she needs to remember that no ball can come to her unless she has thrown it before. Hold a ball in your hand. Karma is my every thought, my every intention, my every feeling, my every word, every behavior. Now take your ball carefully and throw it at me. This is your karmic connection with me. Take that ball and throw it to the other person. Now, any karma ball thrown is going to come back. That is law of karma. That is law of energy. So the color ball that you threw at me is the same color ball that is going to come back to you. But that same color ball can come back to you same minute. It can come back to you after a few hours, after a few days, after a few years, maybe 100 years. And in those 100 years, you change your costume, I change my costume. We will not even recognize each other. We will not recognize each other. But the ball that you have thrown at me, when I meet you again in whichever relationship, that same energy will begin again. So now, put your hand like this. Anything that is coming to you like this, which means anything that's happening to you, please remember, nothing can happen like this till it was thrown. A ball has to be thrown for me for the ball to come to me. I had thrown it sometime, I don't remember, but what I had thrown is coming back to me. Most important, when this is coming to me, what power do I have now? When this is coming to me, what power do I have now? I have the power to throw the right ball now. Sister, 30 seconds time once again. Now when I am shouting at her, she needs to now look at it in even higher perspective, beyond just this behavior. Why am I being wrong to her? Why? Which means, why is this karma ball coming to her? Answer. Why is this karma ball coming to her? She has thrown it before. Most important, is she going to live like a victim to this karma ball coming to her which was thrown before? No. She has the power now to throw the right karma. So always to remember, what's coming to me is an old karma ball. But what I'm going to throw now is going to be the present karma ball. So which is more powerful, the past karma or the present karma? So it doesn't matter what destiny brings to you. Destiny means balls which are coming like this, and present karma means balls which are going like this. So her destiny brought her wrong behavior from me. But if today she forgives, she blesses me, she has taken her karma here, and when she takes her karma here, she has settled that past karmic account. But if she creates hurt, if she also creates pain, she had thrown a pain karma ball earlier, that karma ball came to her, and when that karma ball came to her, she again created pain. Then what will happen to the karmic account? So do not entangle the karmic account. Quickly, what do we have to do? Settle the karmic account and close. So we need to heal the wound. So to remember that those whom we believe are doing wrong to us, we are only seeing them in this costume. The picture is not only about this costume. We've met before. So now forgiving me should be easier, because it's not I who's doing the wrong. It's not I who's doing the wrong. I'm only returning to you the ball which you had thrown me earlier. Now don't throw the same ball at me, otherwise we'll keep doing ping pong with the same energy ball. This is what we're doing. We're doing the ping pong with the same energy ball. One person has to quit that same energy and go higher, and the karmic account will change. Otherwise, we will keep meeting again, and we will keep going more and more complicated. So who are you forgiving? Yourself. Whose karmic account are you settling? Yours. And when you send blessings to me, you're only healing me of a wound that was created previously. So the whole game is about you. So never think you're doing a favor to another person. We are not doing favor to another person. We are not. So what should we do to our karmic accounts today? What should we do to our karmic accounts? Anything that is entangled, we have to release, we have to heal, we have to forgive. We cannot leave the body without forgiving. Do we know when we are going to leave? Do we know when we are going to leave? Is it possible we can leave tonight? And then if we haven't forgiven, what will happen? So when should we forgive? Now. And when you start practicing forgiveness daily, your mind will stop creating wounds, because the mind will know anyways I have to again forgive. So might as well I don't create the hurt. I don't have to forgive. Your mind will start living at a higher energy. We have to settle our karmic accounts. We have to heal our wounds. So why is it that many people go through past life regression now? Everybody heard about past life regression? Yeah. We don't need to go through it, and we should not go through it. We don't need to play with nature. Nature says forget the past. We don't need to go and find out who was I, who were you, what did I do, what did you do. We don't need to find out. We just know that we had met, we had done something. Power is in the now. Power is not in the past. Don't play with nature by going into the past. Focus on the present. Don't need to know who they were, what did we do. Important, we had met, we did something, and now we're going to heal it. Power is in the now. So ready to forgive? Ready to forgive? Keep a little diary. Every night before going to sleep, just check the day. If I did a wrong thought or a wrong behavior to somebody, apologize before going to sleep. Even if the apology is not verbal to them, but just in your mind, say sorry to them. Settle that karmic account from here. And if someone was not right to me, forgive them before going to sleep. Because if I don't forgive and I don't apologize before going to sleep, the wound goes deeper. The wound goes deeper in the subconscious. And then gradually I'll get so used to doing it, I'll be able to forgive immediately when something happens. And most important way to live is, do not make your mind dependent on other people's behavior. Every time their behavior is there, my response is mine. My response is mine. Let's write down a few thoughts which we will start creating from today. Either you write or you record. A positive high energy vocabulary which we will create on a daily basis, every night starting tonight. Because what I think is what I become. Law of affirmation and manifestation. Affirm and it will happen. Create a repeated positive energy thought, it has to manifest. So first thought, I am a powerful being. Powerful means whatever happens, I respond with power. I am not a victim. I am a powerful being. Second, I am calm and stable always. I am calm and stable always. Third, I am always happy. Fifth, I am the giver. I don't need anything. I am a giver. Sixth, I accept everyone as they are. Acceptance only means we don't create critical, judgmental thinking for anyone, because my thought is also my karma. We bless them. We give them higher energy thoughts. I am a giver. I accept everyone as they are. People accept me as I am. Send that vibration to them. People accept me as I am. My every relationship stands strong on trust and respect. Every relationship. If there's any relationship going through an issue, take their name, write their name, and say they and I have a perfect relationship. Not should have a perfect relationship. We have a perfect relationship. What I think will happen. Even if someone has a problem with me, say it. They respect me. If they are rude to me, say they are respectful to me. If they don't take care of me, say they take care of me. Don't say what they are doing, say what you want them to do. Say means here. If you feel they don't love you, keep saying they love me the most and see the magic that will happen. We have to use the power of vibrations in relationships. If we have to forgive someone, then write those thoughts. Past is past, it's over, I release, I let go, I forgive, I forget. If I have to forgive myself, past is past, I love myself, I forgive myself, I take care of myself. And last very important thought, every day we need to do this. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Draw the highest energy circle around yourself. Like this, round. We are living in a world of lot of vibrations around us. Right now we are sitting here, 3,000 people, 3,000 energy fields here. By sitting here for 3 hours, we have been there in the energy field of 3,000 people. But because 3,000 people were thinking high energy thoughts, were working on themselves, we are getting good energy. That is why it's good to come into a gathering where we are talking higher energy words. But every time we're not throughout the day in that. We are also in an energy which is talking the other vocabulary. So always envelop yourself. God's power and blessings is a divine circle of protection around me. Okay? Easy? Put this down. Do this every single day. Keep a diary next to your pillow. Write it out today. And use this always. Whatever you want to create in the relationship, say it has already happened. If you worry, start saying, I care. If you fear, start saying, I have faith. And to remember that everything that is coming to me is my past karmic account, and I have the power to change that karmic account just by what I think right now. Second thing to always remember, the other person is also a soul on a journey. And who they are right now is because of what all experiences they have created in many lifetimes. And we don't need to go through a past life regression for that. Look at what all is happening on the planet. There is war, there is floods, there is earthquake, there is accident. So many souls leave the body. And they will enter the womb of a mother and baby is born. Don't you think the baby will be carrying the trauma of that past life? Will they be carrying the trauma or not carrying the trauma? For us, that will be a baby. We think perfect soul. Baby is just the body. The soul is an old soul. Every soul is an old soul. Not only those who are wise souls are old souls. Every soul is an old soul. Compassion. If someone is possessive, if someone is insecure, to remember that somewhere in some lifetime they have lost people. If someone is not able to trust, remember somewhere they have been betrayed by someone they trusted, so they fear trusting. And when we look at them with that perspective, they will not look wrong to us. We will be able to understand them. Till today we kept saying, I cannot understand you, I cannot understand you. I can understand you now. Ready to understand them? And most important to remember, the need of the hour is every house vibration needs to be raised to strengthen the family. And for that, one has to become the powerhouse. Who's ready to become the powerhouse of their family? Just have to raise your vibrations throughout the day. Just keep on living here and you'll be radiating that higher energy to everyone. So ready to become the powerhouse of your family? Yes. And the simplest way to be able to do that is just meditate for a few minutes daily at home. Just meditate in your house daily. And for that, just take out a little time to come and learn the meditation. How many of you have not learned the Raj Yoga meditation? Just take out an hour and come to the center and learn it. How many ready to learn meditation? Raise your hands. How many are ready to take out that 1 hour to learn meditation, to become the power? Raise your hand nicely. Become the powerhouse. We want to finish all these mental health issues. We want to finish all these addictions and relationship conflicts. For that, we will have to energize. So from next week, at all the centers, the meditation program will be conducted. I think it's being projected on the screen. If you could just capture the photo. Is it there on the screen? 1 hour. Just take out that 1 hour to come and start learning how to do it. There is no other way. Meditation is like an exercise for the soul. And when we learn how to exercise, we raise our vibration, we can start healing other people. Is it there on the screen? Yes? Capture. Click a picture so that you get the date and the time and the address. And when you go out, you will get the flyer also, but you keep capture this picture. Never say to yourself, I don't have time for this. That is also a karma. That is also a karma. Prioritize self-care. Come, let's sit straight. A minute of silence again. Let's heal one karmic account. So first and foremost, apologize to them for your past karma. I am sorry for the pain that I have caused to you in that past which I don't remember. Apologize for past karma.
Thank you very much. Let's enjoy.